Welcome back. Today in lesson 3, today is lesson 3. So, we'll be talking about mountain ranges. What are the mountain ranges? The major mountain ranges are 3: the Appalachian Mountains, the Rocky Mountains, and the Sierra Nevada. Before continue, I wanted to show you a video to mark the differences between a physical feature of a map and political division of a map. Physical, contain mountains, especially mountains, rivers, etc. So let's watch this video because it's important to know the differences because furthermore we'll be talking about the division, political division, but as you said, it that will be more advanced. So let's watch the video speaking about the physical feature of geography, and then we'll be continuing.
A physical map usually includes labels for things such as mountain ranges and bodies of water. And we're going to look at some of those different features and see how they are different and what they look like. This feature is called a plain. It means that it is a large area of really flat land and there's not very many trees, if none at all. This is a hill. Looking at a hill, you're going to see that the top of it is usually rounded and they're not as tall as mountains. They're often a lot shorter than mountains. This physical feature is a mountain. It is often having a higher elevation, much higher than a hill, usually has pointy or rigid tops. Now let's look at a valley. So you're going to notice a valley occurs. It is the lowland between either mountain ranges or two hills. So you can see where the road is. That would be part of the valley. Next, let's look at a canyon. This is a very deep valley, usually with steep sides. And often you can find water floating through it. So you can see there is water flowing through this canyon. Our next feature is a peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded almost all by water. Usually that means there are 3 sides that have water around it and 1 side that is connected to land. Next, let's look at an island. An island is an area of land that is completely surrounded by water. This natural feature is a river. It is a large stream of water that is flowing. So that's how make a river different than a lake. Rivers are flowing, meaning the water moves through it. Next, let's look at a lake.
So the first one is Rocky Mountains. These are North America's largest mountain system, and these Rockies extend for almost 4,800 kilometers starting from Alaska till Mexico. Okay, these are the Rocky Mountains. These are the Rocky Mountains. And Mackenzie Range, Yukon Range, Selwyn Range and Brooks Range, all these are part of the Rocky Mountains, and these Rockies are rich in mineral deposits like coal, oil and gas and other mineral deposits. And these Rocky Mountains are also called as Great Continental Divide, as they separate the rivers flowing into Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. And Mount McKinley, which is also called as Denali, is the highest mountain peak in North America, whereas Mount Elbert is the highest mountain peak in USA. And the next important mountain range is the Appalachian Mountains. These are the old fold mountains, this you have to remember, which extends for almost 2,400 kilometers. And Mount Mitchell is the highest point of this range. And these include Blue Ridge Mountains, White Mountains, Green Mountains, and Notre Dame Mountains. And these Appalachian Mountains also include large plateaus like Allegheny Plateau, which is rich in coal, and we also have Cumberland Plateau. So these things you have to remember. So apart from Rockies and Appalachians, we should also know about other mountain ranges that are part of North America and mostly are present in USA. The first one is Cascade Range over here. Then we have Sierra Nevada over here. Then we have Boston Mountains exactly at the center of the USA. Then we have Allegheny Mountains. Okay, this we have already covered, Appalachian Mountains. And the coastal side we have Coast Range. That's in USA and Canada. And in Alaska, we have two ranges. The first one is Brooks Range. This one is Brooks Range, and another one is Alaskan Range.
There are three major mountain regions in the United States: the Appalachian Mountains, the Rocky Mountains, and the Sierra Nevada Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains is 1,500 miles long and runs along the eastern part of the United States. Smaller mountain ranges within the Appalachian Mountains include the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Great Smoky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains is the largest mountain range in the United States and stretches for approximately 3,000 miles. The highest point of the Rocky Mountains is Mount Elbert, located in Colorado. The Rocky Mountains is home of several national parks, such as Yellowstone National Park and Glacier National Park. The Sierra Nevada Mountains is the shortest mountain range and is approximately 400 miles. It houses the tallest mountains in the contiguous United States, Mount Whitney, which is 14,505 feet tall. The Sierra Nevada Mountains are also home of the tallest trees in the United States, the sequoia trees. The United States has several other mountain ranges: the Adirondacks, Cascade Range, and the Ozarks. The Adirondacks is located in northeast New York and is home of the largest U.S. state park. It spans over 6 million acres and equates to 1/5 of New York State. The Cascade Range is located in the northwest coast of the United States and runs through Canada. The active volcano Mount St. Helens is part of the Cascade Range. The Ozarks is mainly located throughout Missouri and Arkansas. Its highest peak is Buffalo Lookout, which is approximately 2,561.
Let's come back here. Right. So we all know now the differences between physical features. So let's continue. As previously watched in the video, there are three major mountain ranges in the US. They are the Appalachian Mountains, Rocky Mountains, and Sierra Nevada. Of course, we have other ranges. There are the Adirondacks, Brooks Range, Cascade Range, Ozarks, Alaska Range. So this is basically a summary on the real content I will show you in the following videos.
The Sierra Nevada mountain range, located in the western part of the United States, is a must-visit destination for nature enthusiasts. Affectionately known as the Range of Light due to its unusually pale-colored peaks, this vast spread of land boasts breathtaking parks, diverse flora and fauna, and some of the highest mountains and oldest trees on the continent. Rich in history and with a wide range extending over 400 miles, visitors will be blown away by the sheer variety of things to see and do in Sierra Nevada. When we think of California, we tend to focus on well-known and popular attractions like the Hollywood Hills, enormous theme parks, Silicon Valley, and white sand beaches of the Bay Area. But there is so much more to this diverse and culturally rich state. The Sierra Nevada mountains, which form a whopping 25% of California's total land area, are the perfect place for those looking to lose themselves in nature. In this video, I'll take you through the history of how these beautiful mountains formed, some of the best and most exciting sights on offer, and the smartest way to plan your trip. So, how did the Sierra Nevada mountains form? The Sierra Nevada, which roughly translates to Snowy Mountains, has an interesting backstory, particularly around how it came into being. Studies have shown that deep granite regions, which formed underground over 100 million years ago, comprise the base of this formidable range. Continuous tectonic shifts across thousands of years caused this granite to shift and split. With erosion by glaciers, it found its way to the Earth's surface, eventually turning into the Sierra's light peaks. As far as mountains go, this range is considered relatively young, with evidence suggesting it only started to appear around about 5 million years ago. And what makes the Sierra even more fascinating is that it still continues to grow and uplift. While this growth is minuscule in the grand scheme of things, only around 1 millimeter per year, it does mean that the range is constantly changing and building. In 50 years, for example, entire peaks can change in shape due to tectonic movement underground. So, what about their strange pale hue? This is because they are still so young, haven't reached the stage where they have become weathered and darkened by erosion. Together with this, their immense granite content is generally light in colour, earning them their moniker as the Range of Light. While the Sierra Nevada mountains are impressive enough just to look at, they also have a rich and storied history. American exploration of the mountains only began around 1827, but in just a few years it became known as the heart of the Gold Rush, which started in its western foothills. The story is a simple one, but a real testament to the power of word of mouth. In 1848, a mill foreman, James W. Marshall, discovered what he thought was just a nugget of shiny rock. In less than 2 months, rumors of gold from the Sierra's flowing rivers had made their way across various counties, drawing in thousands of locals and immigrants from all over the world, hoping to make their fortunes. Soon, Sierra Nevada was home to entire communities of miners and workers, and most of the accessible gold was collected by 1853. Consequently, more complicated mining procedures were undertaken, and large corporations started to move into the area. While this isn't necessarily a happy tale, one positive outcome was that it forced nature preservation legislature into effect. Together with this, a formal survey of the mountains was ordered, which to this point had remained with over 60% of their land area unexplored. Today, the many parks and biosystems of Sierra Nevada are well protected and preserved. This means visitors can freely enjoy the area, provided they are mindful of the measures in place to protect it. Apart from their evident and breathtaking beauty, what about the Sierra Nevada mountains makes them so appealing to tourists? To answer this question, let's take a look at some of the incredible sights and experiences they have to offer. To start, the Sierra is home to not one, but 3 of America's greatest national parks. Arguably the most well-known of these parks is Yosemite, which covers a range of nearly 1,200 square miles and is surrounded by a thick brush of forestland. Yosemite is known worldwide for its biodiversity, offering everything from lakes and streams to waterfalls, glaciers, and meadows. Together with this, it's home to a huge variety of animals, including grizzly bears, and foxes, and wild and whimsical plant life. On the topic of flora, Yosemite also features 3 massive sequoia groves worthy of a visit in their own right. If this park is on your itinerary, some must-visit spots include the El Capitan granite monolith, the largest single piece of granite in the world, and the Wawona Tunnel view. Both are rife for photo opportunities, or if you're an expert mountaineer or hiker, even a trail or two. For those wanting to eat while they drink in their surroundings, pop by the Ahwahnee Yosemite Dining Room in the heart of Yosemite Valley. The expansive and mountainous Kings Canyon National Park is the second great park to make our list. Named for its plummeting mile-deep valley, this region of the Sierra is exceptional for camping, offering 3 different sites and over 300 lots. From any of these camping grounds, you can embark on numerous hiking trails, which range in levels of difficulty. But if you're not up for camping, you can book a stay at John Muir Lodge, which has a restaurant and a fully stocked general store. Some of the most popular features of Kings Canyon are the Redwood Mountain Grove, the Boyden Cavern, and the General Grant Cove, home to one of the tallest stands of sequoia trees in the world. South Fork, which runs through Cedar Grove, is considered an ideal spot for fly fishing. Last but not least, no visit to the Sierra Nevada would be complete without a trip to Sequoia National Park. Named after its enormous grove of over 5,000 sequoia trees, or redwoods as they're more commonly known, this special spot is home to the one and only General Sherman tree. You may not know, but sequoias can live for over 3,000 years. Named after a man who barely pushed 5'11", the giant General Sherman tree is the largest tree on Earth in terms of volume and is thought to be over 3,500 years old. Speaking of giants, Mount Whitney, another Sierra must-visit attraction, is also located in Sequoia National Park. This is the tallest peak in the contiguous US and can be reached by climbing, by trail, or by road. Visitors to Sequoia have a range of accommodations to choose from, including campsites, lodges, and hotels. We recommend Wasatch Lodge, which is conveniently close to the giant forest. Once you've had your fill hiking the Sierra Nevada mountains, you can spend some time relaxing at Lake Tahoe, the range's largest freshwater lake. Surrounded by stunning scenery and beloved for its pristine blue waters, there are dozens of activities for the whole family to enjoy, including sunbathing, swimming, boating, and skiing. What makes Lake Tahoe a great attraction for tourists is its year-round visitability. In the summer, the temperate weather makes it perfect for soaking in the sun and cruising around the waters. And in the winter, it transforms into a hub for snow sports, with ski resorts like the Heavenly Mountain Resort making a considerable contribution to its economy. Lake Tahoe is also popular with trail runners and mountain bikers, given its many off-road paths. If you're visiting Lake Tahoe, you have plenty of options for where to stay, from campgrounds to high-end hotels. The Tahoe Lakeshore Lodge, for example, is right by the water and has a stunning coastal view of the beach and the mountains. In the market to soak in some pure American history? Why not include a trip to Gold Country on your Sierra Nevada tour? Located on the western slope, this area is where the gold rush began all the way back in 1848. California State Route 49 takes you through various historic mining communities, including Nevada County and Yuba County. In Nevada County, you can visit the Holbrook Hotel, which remarkably is still functional, even though it was built in 1851. It offers excellent dining and uniquely decorated rooms that instantly transport you back to a different time. Half the fun of going on vacation is planning your trip and knowing what you want to experience. The Sierra Nevada is rich in scenery and outdoor activities, but also offers incredible accommodation and dining, including breweries and wineries. The area is pretty easy to find, and visitors from out of state can fly into the Reno Tahoe International Airport, which is nearby. Depending on where you stay, this area offers all significant amenities. Campers will be pleased to find that in-park sites have plenty of ablutions, and most have small stores for picking up goods. Budget-wise, a trip to Sierra can be affordable if you choose to camp, but will escalate depending on where you stay and what you want to do. It's not necessary to spend a fortune though, as the natural surroundings and breathtaking vistas around you are simply priceless. So if you're going to splurge on anything, make it a drone with a fancy camera. Thanks for giving this vid a watch. Please subscribe to our channel for more great travel updates. We'll leave links in the description section to help you plan your itinerary and make the most of your Sierra Nevada exploration. This is James signing off, and I'll catch up with you chaps later.
That was pretty awesome. You want to watch something more awesome? Well, next activity, so will be just enjoy the view. Please enjoy these videos about Sierra Nevada, Rocky Mountain, and the Appalachian. And see you next time.
Been eroding for millions of years, so they are a lot shorter than the Rocky Mountains now. The Blue Ridge Mountains are part of the Appalachian Mountain Range. They're part of the Appalachians that extend into Georgia, and they're in the far northeast corner of Georgia.